My name is Jo Wells. My project at the moment is that I'm starting on a novel, and it's set on an island in the Thames Estuary, and it's actually based on the 1953 floods that had devastating effect on Canvey Island. So that's where I started off from, but this is a fiction, and so I went on the what if. So after those floods, when so many people died, what if the island just remained empty? It just became a wilderness, nothing there. And this week has been absolutely tremendous in being able to swap ideas as much as you wanted to with people that are, sort of want to listen and talk, and we've done exercises around things, and I know that's sort of given us all ideas. A girl has been abandoned on an island in the Thames Estuary, so I'm being local here. It's been left to nature after devastating floods 20 years earlier. It's empty of people, but maybe not empty of their ghosts. A dog is looking after her. This scene, he takes her to the beach. "Come on," called the dog, the soft breeze flapping his ears. "We're nearly there." Up the steep slope, over broken concrete lying scattered in the grass. Then, at last, she balanced on top of the sea wall and looked down on the edge of the island. She gulped the clean saltiness, smelt the seaside at last. The beach spread out like a magic carpet. She jumped down. It was crunchy with stones and shells. No sand for a bucket and spade. Anyway, she was far too old to build castles. In front of her was something better. The crisp noise followed her to the water's edge. She felt as if she was wearing giant boots. She stamped as loudly as she could, so that the sea knew she was coming, and it was ready for her. It leaped at her, grabbed her legs. Cold fingers trickled into her sandals. She yelped, jumped back, surprised. The dog ran to her. He barked a warning. She laughed. It was only the sea. The dog wouldn't stop barking. "Shh, you'll wake everyone," said Mira, looking around in fright. The foreshore stretched on and on. She shielded her eyes against the sun to see when it stopped. It didn't stop for ages. She crammed the pockets of her torn gingham dress with shells. It was difficult to stop. She had the same problem with bus tickets and coloured beads. She picked up one of the large, knobbly shells, tapped it. Suddenly it shut. "Oyster," said the dog. "Leave. Not good." She threw it down as if it was poison. Over those first few weeks, Mira learned more about the seaside. Number one, the sea wasn't always there. It went away, sucked itself out until it was a thin strip in the distance. Number two, the sticking up coasts were not the only thing under the water. There was mud. Miles of brown mud to explore. Pools to paddle in. Little streams to wade through, leading to bigger, better splashing places. Number three, it was alive with more than cockles and crabs. She slopped around in the messy mud. It squeezed through her toes, oozed over her feet. With her pink pyjama trousers, which were now day wear, rolled up to her knees, her hair tied back with grand scarf, she foraged in the busy town under the sea. The sea creatures watched her from their hiding places. The dog kept lookout from the shingle beach. He stood guard, he said, in case he saw anyone, because sometimes there were hidden people. He said that once upon a time there used to be a whole island of them. Mira knew that already because of her growing collection, her lost people collection. The mud was crowded with their stories. Parts of blue pattern plates, bits of cable, links of rope, a wooden oar, a little girl's doll with only one eye. The eye looked startled to see her. The collection grew bigger and bigger and asked more and more questions. Yellow bricks, roof tiles, half a chimney pot, a child's pushchair covered with rust and weed, the side of a baby's cot with a picture of a rabbit, pots, pans, a kitchen kettle, dozens of knives, bent forks, slimy spoons, as if someone had dumped a whole kitchen in the mud. Why would they throw it away? Just abandon everything to get covered in seaweed and barnacles? She pulled up a road sign, wiped the mud from the letters. Sea View Road. Where was that? So she made a shrine for the lost people. On top, she put the boy, the life buoy, which said, "Do not remove." And the big red notice saying, "Hazard." Hazard? What hazard? Where? That night, she started to have dreams.